It's Epic Ira Haunts. Today, we will be unboxing and setting up the new for 2026 Ghostface. This guy's a fire demon reskin, but the crazy part is they're not even made by the same company. But this guy has the same exact arm movements as Fire Demon. But now, let's read his box on the front, and I will read them off to you. So, we have arm pop open and revealing his bleeding mask. We've got, he speaks 4 lines using the Roger L. Jackson authentic audio. We've got plays stabbing background noises. Of course, they had to feature it. Wow, who would have guessed? A durable slide-out tray. And there's this little picture, his little circle picture right there. With it shows the bleeding face. I don't think, it doesn't actually bleed that much. And there's him right there on the box himself. So, and of course, we got to get to the sides. Whose house is that? That is a famous line from my boy Halloween C, so I will credit you for using your joke. And then we got the other side of the box where it just shows his motions and his bleeding mask. And yeah, so let's get on to the unboxing. All right, here we go. We are going to take this out. Shit, this is a heavy tray. It's a 25-pound animatronic in the box. So just bear with me here for a minute. We might have to get this out off camera. There's been a few props. And just so you guys, ladies and gentlemen, know, I will not be getting Xenomorph or Freddy Fazbear. Or the Willow Witch, because Willow Witch has head case Harry syndrome. And Xenomorph and Freddy just simply have too big of boxes and problems. So, oh yeah, my cat's on the box, obviously. Yeah, you know. It's just like that sometimes. Jesus. All right, we're going to have to do this off camera. This is a heavy thing.
See you in a second.
All right. We have, I'm going to lift this up in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's all his parts. All right, let's go ahead and get the first part out. Right here we have his bulletproof vest. Really cool. Yeah, really freaking cool. Now, second thing let's get out. We got his shoe. Now, let's look at that shoe to see. Nothing's going to beat the amount of detail that was on Jason's shoe. Yeah. I own Jason, if you guys must know. This is the Ghostface shoe. The only prop I have left I'm going to get for the season so far is probably the Mr. Dark and the Pennywise. But here we go right here. I got Pumpkin Punisher over there, but he will be for another video. We got, yeah, Ghostface's shoe. I don't know why I'm yapping so much about Ghostface's shoe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get his knife. One of his knives out. His Buck 129s. This is a really famous knife used by Ghostface in the Scream movies.
Yeah.
This is my first Ghostface prop. I didn't like the one really from 2024. It kind of broke a lot. But, sorry, I'm yapping about random stuff, but I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained while I'm taking this crap off. There we go. There is one of his knife hands. Really cool. Really cool. I do really like this. It looks plasticky, but it's to be expected. We got his instructions and his adapter in this box right here, in this bag, not box. We got his other arm with the knife right here. I will not take that out because you guys have seen the other one. It looks like pretty much identical almost. There's his face right there, but you know, we saved that for last. We got his leg poles right here, which have, strange enough, have wing nut bolts instead. I'm going to try to speed run the rest of this unboxing because we got to get to the setup. My phone likes to run out of storage. But we got the other leg. We got the... Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is it with them having huge freaking mechs this year? Holy crap. Look at that spring. Boing, boing, boing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. We got this gigantic freaking thing. It's huge. I don't know what it is. Jason also had a huge mech.
Yeah.
There's his face, but we saved that for last. Right here is the
other shoe.
Yep, other shoe right there. Looks identical. And here's the part I'm excited about. This is
blood.
Yes, this is the fake blood that you will put inside his mask to make him have that bleeding effect. And here is his other clothes. Holy crap, this is a heavy bag of clothes.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty heavy. Now the one part I don't understand about that, some other YouTubers I mentioned is why the freak is this thing zip tied to the base?
I have no idea.
It makes no sense. The hip loop is zip tied to the base.
Which, it does not make any sense.
Not really, but he does have black snap locks just like Wind Up Wally did, but this is also a party time prop.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's the mess we made on the, we got to reveal the head. I always forget. So, head reveal in
3, 2, 1. Go. That's hilarious. You should add that to the video.
Holy crap. This foam is annoying. Whoa, look at that. We got his face. Really, really cool face. And right here is where you're going to insert the blood.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. So, here's the mess we made on the floor. So, let's get to the setup. All right. The first step you are going to do, take the shoe. No duh. But take the shoe, slide it over. Make sure it doesn't wiggle around because party time props, I have Shorty from 2022. He does not have shoe slits.
Yep.
This is the stupidest thing. But now we're going to slide this other shoe on. So let's get on to the next step. All right. So the next step we are going to do is take this, push it down. I think it's pushed down, but we're going to screw that wing nut in to make sure it's secure. It's a snap lock. Yeah, we're going to snap that down, make sure that wing nut is secure, and we are going to take the other side as well and also do the same exact thing. Whoa, would you ever guess we do the exact same thing? Let's build that. You got to like line it up just right and snap that down. Now take that wing nut and screw it back in, which is pretty easy if you think about it. Now let's get on to the next step. All right, so the next step we are going to do is take these pants. I'm terrible at pants, but it takes forever for me to do them. But whatever it takes to get them right is all I care about. I'm not getting the Michael Myers this year. The Michael Myers also has a stupid setup because you have to like put his whole suit on before you even
do any of it.
Yeah, you have to put his whole suit on right after the shoes. But yeah, let's slide these pant legs on just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and find the poles by wiggling around in here and trying to find the poles. Also subscribe to Epic Ira Holidays because if you like Christmas stuff. But here we go. There's his pants. Now let's get on to the next step. So the next step we are going to do is take this hip hoop right here and snap it in just like that. And then the next step right after that, I don't think you would ever guess this would be the next step, but we are going to snap lock the huge freaking mech on. Hold on. You gotta like line, the trick is to line them up at the exact same time. So let's go ahead and wiggle them on down. You got like really wiggle it. Which is fun that this thing, there's that. Now we're going to take this. Hold on.
We'll be right back, guys. He's
Yeah.
having a little trouble. See you in a second.
All right, we are currently back, and now we're going to take these pants and go. Freaking dang, this is a high hip loop. Yep. But there we go. His pants are pulled up. Now let's get on to the next step. Woo! The next step we are going to do, take his bulletproof vest. And those bullets are actually nice quality. I'll show you guys them in a minute after I put this on, which is very easy, surprisingly. I did not think it would be this easy to put on Ghostface's bulletproof vest. Hold on, let's turn that around. So yeah, look right here. Look at these bullets. They are like actual material. They are not just printed, which I love. So, yeah. So, let's get back to the next step. The next step we are going to do, take the IR sensor wire and plug it in. Hold on. There we go. IR sensor is plugged in. So, let's get on to the next step. The next step we are going to do, take his very, very sexy and cool cloak. And we are going to feed his arms up there. But I will show you guys how to do that here in a minute. Hold on. I will get back to you guys to the next step. So now we're going to take one of his arms, and we are going to go back here, and which you guys will not be able to see this, unfortunately, because you're going to have to lift his cloak up in order to get to his connect his arm. So we're going to throw his cloak up for now, and his vest is going to have to come undone so I can get down in here and come back here for a minute. And we are going to take the knife and right there in the, well, if this thing quits covering it, right there in the hole, we are going to connect it just like this. Hold on a second. Wait. Freaking way. There we go. Just like that. There we go. That is one of his arms connected. So let's get on to the next step. So the next step we are going to do is connect the fork hook right
Which is
there.
very high.
Yes, very, very high. This is a freaking humongous prop.
Yeah.
Yes, and the next step we are going to do, unfortunately we have to do off camera, but we are going to get these tube heads off, and we are going to insert the blood once we get the head on. So let's get it.
See you.
All right, the next step we are going to do is take this fork hook right here. He does have a fork hook head. Don't be fooled by the plastic thing. That is not for his head. We actually got the tubes off, the tube covers off, so that way we can put this guy's
with the blood.
Yes, this is the first animatronic that relies on blood for the full effect. Because I remember Art the Clown, you could buy it as like a DIY to. Hold on, I'm gonna have to come back there and do it. Hold on. No, this is up top. Okay. Make sure we didn't crunch any of the parts. Yeah, that's so much easier. Just slides in like that, and now we are going to connect the wire. So let's get it. All right, the next step we're going to do is take this wire, this red, black, and other wire. We're going to plug it in. This plugs in the suction motor. That gets the blood going. So now we're going to fill this guy up with blood, and we will get on to the demo. The next step we're going to do is add the blood. So let's add it.
And we also have a gallon of blood just in case
Yep.
that doesn't work.
We are going to get the maximum effect with this guy.
Yep.
And my hands are bloody. I look like I just murdered somebody.
Yeah.
But this guy did genuinely murder somebody. So let's look. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look. We got it all filled up. Come around the front and we'll look at the mask. See where it's at. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, we got it right there. See the bloody mask right there? We got it all up in his mask. Now we're just gonna, the last thing we're going to do is pull his hood up. First we're going to put these caps back on. Come here, Jay. We're going to put the caps back on. So,
Yeah.
for the blood. So they don't spill everywhere.
Yep.
You've got to, they're a lot easier to get in than they are to get out. Trust me. Way easier to get in. All right. Now, all I got to do is get this guy's hood wherever it went. Right here. All I got to do is get this guy's hood and throw it up over his face. And we are going to get on to the demo. So, let's get it. The next step we are going to do is plug his adapter in, which
It might be
I
hard
don't know.
for you guys to see this.
No. It is going to be very difficult for you guys to see this, but I think where the hell is the hole? Here, shine your, come out in here. Tell me if you guys see that adapter hole. It is very difficult to get down in here, so let's pull this. I'll just go ahead and get the adapter off camera.
Okay, see ya.
Sorry about that stupid crap. We got it. We can just plug it in like that. I do not feed them down the legs. I don't care about the back looking ugly. But anyways, now we will get on to the demo. I'm so freaking excited to see this guy.
See you guys.
Oh, you can hear the motor running. His audio's off. Yeah. You can hear the suction motor going. You hear that?
Yeah, you want me to turn them off?
Maybe you two will.
Ooh! Ho, ho. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get him.
I'm afraid someone's gonna die now.
Are you sure you don't have him on cards?
Maybe you're too weak for this franchise.
What do I think about the 2026 Ghostface animatronic? I love him. 10 out of 10. Definitely the best prop of the Spirit 2026 season. This guy gets a lot of hate just because he's a fire demon reskin. The fake blood effect down to his fire demon animation. The fire demon animation's not that bad, but this is a really good prop. And yeah, this guy's definitely coming next right here. But Ghostface is definitely a 10 out of 10. And let's go ahead. He costs $279.99. So about $280. So if you're like, but which is honestly a really fair price. But if you're like, well, it became $280 too expensive. I don't know. Go for something like Lady Misfortune or something. Something that's actually you don't think's a bad price. Because this thing is not a bad price for what he does. I mean, yeah, Fire Demon's like $310. This thing is so much better. So yeah, that's all for this video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Peace out.